1, 2, 3, 4.
Trustworthy friendship, honest generosity. Trustworthy friendship, honest generosity. Understanding, comprehending.
My name is Emma Smith and I run creative music workshops for the Scottish Chamber Orchestra. This week we're in Kenmore Primary School and we have been looking at how to put music and stories together.
This week we have been blessed to have a lovely residency with Arts Live and the Scottish Chamber Orchestra. And throughout the week we've been having a fantastic series of workshops.
The children will be involved in learning about music, a little bit about musical notation, but mostly creating music. We'll be making a soundscape for a little story that the children developed with our resident storyteller, Claire Hewitt.
We've been adding sound effects, we've been adding incidental music and discussing the difference between those two things and the importance of incidental music, and we've written a song together as well.
Now we're getting to the part in the project where we're working with musicians from the Scottish Chamber Orchestra to turn all of our ideas into reality. So it's very exciting.
We've had such an exciting day today. This is our first day here as the musicians, and we brought in our instruments and we did a fantastic sort of show and tell, and it was really, really nice to see the students so enthusiastic about looking at a double bass, a violin and the marimba.
We sometimes forget when we're playing our instrument for hours a day what that must sound like to people who haven't heard that before. And I remember just at the beginning of the day playing the violin, I got the sense that they were listening in such a keen way to the sound that I was making, and to feel that power of music in such a direct way is always just such a lovely thing.
It was really fun when they brought in their instruments and we got to try some instruments.
If I could describe what I would feel in my lessons, would be excited, happy, calm and relaxed. That's what music and songs and dancing make me feel. We
are a very remote rural school, and for us to get to really high quality arts events is it's always a bit of a trek, and it's also very expensive. So for that to be able to come to us in our own setting it's a marvellous thing.
This is the first time I've worked in a school as small as this, so there are 28 students roughly, and that's from 1 to 7. But actually all week we've been working with everybody together, and what's been really special about that is the older kids really look out for the younger ones, and if they don't quite understand what's going on or they're getting tired and they don't know what to do, then the older ones really do look after them.
Some of the children have been working, I would say perhaps a little bit better sometimes than I've seen them in other team situations. So being part of that mini orchestra has really been a positive force.
100% more fun than your normal week. You got your maths, your literacy, and I'm very, very hyper, so that's really hard for me, like to stay still and actually concentrate. So this has been way better for me.
Getting to see live artists and everyone here, live performers, it's just been brilliant for both of us.
We've been being Foley artists and generating like sounds.
We're just sort of making sound effects with
the bits of
stuff.
nature.
Yeah, stuff of nature and ourselves.
We did go on the nature walk, which is a beautiful walk through the forest out the back of the school. They go on that walk regularly, and so by the time we'd written our story and we were looking at sound effects, then of course it made sense to just bring all the nature into the classroom, and we've kind of made a bit of a mess.
We're using lots of different art forms. So we're playing our instruments. The children are playing instruments that they found outside. They're playing the instruments that the school own, using their voice, doing body percussion. But then also there's dance moves and there's a rap, which is kind of a bit like poetry. So just kind of tying all of those things in together and allowing creativity and talent in different fields to kind of come to the fore, and each person really feeling like their contribution is helping the whole story.
There's been really poignant moments. One of the children said, and this is actually the basis of our song now, there's always happiness in your heart, even if you can't feel it. And all of us, I think, were just, yeah, okay. And I can't imagine a situation where this boy would necessarily have turned around and said that to us.
If you're feeling sad, I'll give you a hug. If you're feeling mad, I'll tell you a joke. If you're feeling lonely, I'll give you my hand. If you're feeling tired, I'll help you
gathering our songs, our Foley artist music, our sounds, and everything we've put together over the week in one afternoon. I'm going to showcase it.
That's what friends are for.
This has been the best week, it really has. The children are just so interested and so enthusiastic to find out about the musicians who are here, about the jobs they do, about the music they make, and the staff too. The staff have learned so much this week. It's been a big part of the project for us, is just looking at these real experts doing their job and seeing what we can learn, the small things that we can take away from it and build into our own practice.
We've got a whole load of instruments, things that maybe we're not using as often as we should, but that is something which is going to change because the children are going to demand that now. They're going to be asking me to push myself, and that's something that I'm going to extend a little bit further. I'll keep that going after Scottish Chamber Orchestra's time with the children.
Once upon a time, there were two friends and they decided to take a walk together. One took food and a map and the other took a compass because they had decided to walk through a forest that neither of them knew.
We've written a story and we've written a song and we've created this thing. It didn't exist on Monday morning and we've created this thing and we've done it together, and it's been a complete, genuine group effort and we're proud of it.